Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make some really great air fried rotisserie chicken with a sur la table air fryer oven. This will work in any air fryer that has the space, but this one's special because it has a rotisserie. Whoa. So you ready? Let's get into this. This recipe is stupid easy to make and you only have a few ingredients. First, we need a defrosted whole chicken, a little bit of oil. I'm using avocado oil because it has a really high burn temperature. You can use any oil that you want, but if you use one with a low burn temperature, it's going to create a lot of smoke, and then your air fryer is probably going to set off your smoke alarms. Lastly, we have our herb combination. In here, I have a little bit of salt, pepper, granulated garlic, and thyme. Just a quick note, all the ingredients and measurements are down in the description of the video, along with the calorie count, the protein, the carbs, and the fat. The first thing we want to do is remove this wrapper from the chicken, if yours is actually wrapped that way. Just be careful when you're taking this off, not to slice into the chicken at all. Also be careful not to slice into your body either. That would suck. Next, we're going to use some cold water and rinse this chicken off really good. You want to check all the cavities in here, make sure we don't have a giblet bag or anything like that in here, which you typically have on some of these. While you got this over here, be sure to pat this thing dry. You don't want too much water dripping off of it. And then we'll return to our cutting board. Next, we're going to take our oil and give this a nice brushing over the entire surface. If you want your skin to be crunchy, you've got to have a little bit of oil on there. You can't just air fry stuff with no fats on top and expect any kind of crunch. That's just not going to happen. A lot of times when you buy stuff to air fry in the store, like French fries and stuff like that, and they come out nice and crunchy, that's because that stuff is pre-oiled. A lot of people don't know that, and it's one of the reasons why store-bought frozen French fries and stuff have so many calories. Once you've got that oiled up, you want to do the bottom too. Remember, in our case, we're putting this on a rotisserie, so the entire surface is going to be getting exposed. Now we can add in all of our herbs. Be pretty generous on this. I like a pretty well seasoned chicken myself. Some people don't. Whatever your case, use whatever you like. Okay, then we'll flip this around and get the top. Pay close attention to try to get these sides really good. You kind of have to pat that on there because gravity is going to dictate that it won't stick unless you kind of lift up the side of the chicken and kind of do it this way. Next, we'll take our rotisserie bar and we're going to put one of these spiky tine things on here. Get that locked in really good. And we're going to send this in through the back of the chicken. You want to be sure that you make good contact with your chicken, because if you don't, it's not going to spin up properly on the rotisserie and it might just sort of sit there. And then the same thing with the front side. Next, we're going to open up our air fry oven and we're going to set in our chicken. Be sure to check the maximum weight on your rotisserie if you have an air fryer with a rotisserie on it. Mine's maximum is 5 pounds and this chicken is right at the max. So you can see it's pretty big in the oven there. It would have probably been better for me to use a 4-pound chicken instead. In this case, it's probably going to touch the bottom of the pan a little bit, but that should be perfectly fine. If you're using an air fryer like a Ninja Dual Zone or something like that that doesn't have a rotisserie in it, this will all work fine as well. Just keep in mind that it won't be perfectly evenly cooked all the way around the chicken. You're going to be a little bit darker on the top just because the chicken isn't moving around in the machine. Next, we'll turn on the air fryer and we're going to use the whole chicken preset. The preset does this for 35 minutes and it's going to really depend on how large the chicken is that you're putting in here, on how much time you need. In any case, 35 minutes really isn't long enough, and in my experience this needs probably about 20 minutes longer. As a frame of reference, all the chickens I've cooked in this have been about 4 pounds or so, maybe a little bit more. In any case, we're going to crank this from 35 up to 55 minutes. When you got about 10 minutes left on this, you're still going to want to open the machine up and check temperatures once or twice just to make sure you're not overcooking your chicken. But in my experience, I've had really good luck with this amount of time. One thing to note, my chicken came from the store with some twine wrapped around the legs and the wings. That way it'll help keep it together, so if you put it on a rotisserie like this, you don't have stuff flying all over the place. Most of the time they're already wrapped that way, sometimes they're not. If yours doesn't have that, you're going to want to get yourself a little bit of string and tie those wings and drumsticks up. Okay, now we wait. It's really that simple. Hey, by the way, if this is your first time here and you want to learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you never miss a thing. When I have about 7 or 8 minutes left, I like to crank the temperature up to 400 degrees. That way we'll get the skin a little bit crunchier. Okay, once the timer's up, first thing we gotta do before taking this out is to double check the temperature. We're gonna stick a thermometer into the breast, and that should be over 165 degrees. And that looks good, so we're ready to take this out of the air fryer. All we have to do now is let this rest for a couple of minutes and we'll be ready to eat. If you'd like to learn some more about Joe's Phenomenal, you can either watch a couple more videos or you can check us out online at joesphenomenal.com. Once you air fry your own rotisserie chicken, you're going to find out that it's just about as good as anything you can get from the store. Better yet, it has way less calories, and since it hasn't been sitting around a long time, you got really crunchy skin. If you'd like a little bit more information about the Sur La Table air fryer oven that I used in this video, I do have an Amazon affiliate link to it down in the description of the video. If you buy anything through those links, I do make a small commission, but it doesn't change the price that you pay 1 cent. If you like this video, you might like our review video right here for the Sur La Table air fryer oven that we use for this recipe. If you're in the market for one of these things, it might help you make a decision. Well, that's it for now. I hope to see you back again here really soon, and until that time, I'm Joe, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.